All right, this is part two. You guys enjoy my part one? Yeah. Got more coffee for myself. Yeah. I don't know. All the alias actors greedy. Yes, all the alias actors, the big guys, are greedy pigs. Their agents are gonna ask for money, but I'm not paying more money, man. Like, look, man, like you guys are getting greedy. You smell underwater. I'm not gonna have you do that, man. Like Keanu Reeves asks for $200 million. I'm not paying him that. He's not worth that. He gets his 135, 130, 140. Just depends how much he's worth. That's good enough for Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Yeah. I know Will Smith is a greedy pig because I remember I saw an interview for his movie. What was that movie called again? That he did with that alien. He was a cop with that alien creature. What's it called again? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? What was it called again? Shift or something like that? I forget. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That movie that Will Smith did a couple years ago with that alien. He had his alien cop partner. That was a pretty good movie. I saw on Netflix. That was pretty good. Yeah, I remember in the interview. Yeah, Will was like, "Yeah, I'm the one making all the money." He's like bragging. I see, he's greedy. Well, yeah, he's a greedy pig. Will might push for 200, 250. I'm like, no, Will, man. For the him album, you get 140, 135. I'll pay you 140. That way you keep him happy. I'm not paying Will anymore. 140, man. Yeah, man. Will Smith is worth $350 million right now. By then, he'll be worth his 400 plus. 8420. I can give Wolf 140 million from profits for the. I'll sign him to the Keanu Reeves deal. Pay him 47. That's good enough for him, and he signed a 217 million deal, whatever it is, Will Smith, which is like $150 million in his American money. Like Will Smith doesn't make $150 million in Hollywood. He makes like his 20. Right, that's a lot of money, but it's not the money you're making. I'm like, you're greedy, man. Like, you're making all those tens of millions, you're giving me the peanuts. I'm like, Will, I'm not going to pay you $200 million in money, man. You're not worth that, man. You may be big in Hollywood, but in my movie, you're not going to be the man. Don't hate him, son. You're going to help Bill Buzz. You're a powerful actor, but you're not me, BJ. I'm not going to overpay you and have you do it, man. You might be angry. I'm like, Will, if you're angry, you're one more hobby left behind, but my outfit's still alive. Yeah, you have a good deal. I'm sorry. Dwayne Johnson, too, is very greedy. By the time I do the him out, Dwayne Johnson will most likely be a billionaire. That's why you have to make sure you pay him a lot of money. You pay him his 50, his 30 million salary, 20.9 million bonus, that's 51 million. He gets 25 million for the merch profits and 30 million salary for the game. I will about 30 million for the game and 50 million of the profits for Dwayne Johnson for the game. I'm like, no. He gets 30 million salary for the him out movie game, and he gets his 25 million for the merchandise profits. I can give him 300 million of the give Dwayne maybe 310 million of the film profits. So you sign a $400 million deal, which is like a 200 something million deal in his American money. Dwayne Johnson, a lot of money for him. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson doesn't make $200 what he makes like his. And you have the rates. Yes, but Dwayne Johnson makes like his, I don't know, his 88 million for 2024. I'm paying $400 million in Canadian money, which is like 300 million in his American money. Not 200 million, sorry. 300 million in his American money. Dwayne Johnson's on a 300 something deal in his American money. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Well, I mean, it's a deal. That's a lot of money, man. Holy shit, your company goes a lot of money. $400 million deal, yeah, $400 million deal. He is affected by the rates. Even though he signed a $400 million deal, it's in Canadian money. He's making $300 million in his American money. But Dwayne Johnson doesn't make $300 million in Hollywood. He makes like his 88, 70 million for all his movies for 1 year, right? He's making way more money than he makes in Hollywood. That's how I'm going to tell Dwayne, if Hollywood throws you offers, you have to decline it, right? Because I need you focused. You're the movie star from my him out movie. You have to be focused. When Ivan, don't worry about it. His age. Well, Ivan, don't worry about it. We're going to decline the offers. Fuck Hollywood, Ivan. Your company's way better than Hollywood. You're paying Dwayne way more than Hollywood can pay him. Yes. I need Sky Shows to be a priority for you, Dwayne, not the Hollywood movies. Dwayne's like, Ivan, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck Hollywood. I'd rather work for you anyways than Hollywood. Yeah, and Dwayne has to decline the offers when Hollywood throws him offers, right? Will Smith too for the him out movie, yeah. Yeah. Because I'm going to have those two actors compete for the captain on the boat. They're going to be competing hard. Who will you choose, Ivan? I might go for Will Smith. I don't know. I might choose Will Smith. Or I might choose Dwayne Johnson. I don't know. Dwayne Johnson's more iconic, you can argue, but Will Smith's a better skilled actor than Dwayne Johnson. Well, Dwayne Johnson is the most powerful actor in Hollywood. He's the biggest movie star in Hollywood. Dwayne Johnson. He's huge, man. Yeah. That's why his agent might push for 500 for the role. He's like, no, I'm not paying Dwayne Johnson 500 for the role. He says he's not worth that. He gets 300 like 10 million, I can pay him. That's good enough for Dwayne, right? It's enough money for him, yeah. He signed a $400 million deal. That's good enough for Dwayne Johnson, right? Oh, there's a common perks. Yes, Dwayne Johnson gets the perks. Luxury buffet, staying at the suites, flying on a private jet, limo services. He gets sponsored for a gym. But the actors have to train for him. I have to do a little bit of training for that too. Dwayne Johnson has to train for the role too. He'll be older by then. He'll be like pushing 70, Dwayne, right? Like 68, 69. So you have to have him work out and everything too for the role. For the movie, right? Yeah. But he gets the perks, man. Yeah, you get the nice perks. Party up our $1 million house, my yacht, everything. Tables in my yacht, nice fucking perks. Yeah. Well, the agents listen to, yeah, they have to listen to me. I'm the boss. Yeah, guys, for the Him Out movie for Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson, when Hollywood offers them roles, they have to decline it. I need them focused on my movie. And I'm paying you guys more than what Hollywood can pay you. That's why you can now decline the offers. Because Hollywood will be throwing Dwayne Johnson and Will Smith like $20, $25 million offers, $40 million offers. Whereas I'm paying them way more than what they pay in Hollywood. That's why they have to decline the offers. But once production is done, you can now accept offers in Hollywood, guys. But until then, you can't take offers in Hollywood. You have to be exclusively working on the Zane's on the Hidden Vat movies. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, a sick movie for that, man. There's a boat cruise for newlywed couples. You have an idea. Yeah, it starts off me and BJ. We get married. And then we talk to our friends about where we want to go for our honeymoon and everything. We didn't really have a plan for our honeymoon. Okay, where do we want to go for our honeymoon? And we see this ad, boat cruise for newlywed couples. And Dwayne Johnson or Will Smith are the captain of the boat. How much couples we have? We'll have a good maybe 20 couples on the boat or something like that. 20 couples on the boat. Yeah. 10, we'll have like maybe 10, 12 couples on the boat. It's a pretty big boat, and it's a boat cruise for newlywed couples. There's a storm, and the boat capsized, and we land in this like mysterious hidden island. There's vampires on the island. That sounds like a sick movie. Yeah, that's a sick movie. You're creative. I'm a creative genius. You got a sick movie for that, man. Freaky fucking vampires. Now, I might have the movie rated R, or maybe 14 plus, maybe rated R. That way the vampires are scary. Looking at scary vampires. Looking at a sick movie. And our friends are doing investigation where we are, where they must have landed, and they end up finding out where we are, and they rescue us in the end. All stuff. Looking at a sick movie. I think it's something like King Kong, right? Yeah, they land on this island and there's creatures living on island, vampires. Fucking sick movie. Yeah. Yeah. Who else is good for the Him movie? Tom Holland, Tom Hiddleston, Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, they're good too. Mark Wahlberg, you can have him. Mark Wahlberg is good too. You can have him be in your movie. A lot of good people go for the movie, right? Yeah. 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 That's my kind of level of water. How much would you make the Hidden Valley movie for? I don't know, $750 million. The Great Escape I'll make for $750 to $800 million. Hidden Valley movie I'll make it for maybe $750 million. That's good enough for the budget, obviously. That's my kind of level of water. Hollywood doesn't make movies for $700 million. They make it for $350 $250 million. That's my kind of level of water. Yeah. Yeah. What will the management agents really want a piece of? The movie, the film profits of the movie, but they also know the merch is in the billions. They're gonna try and get a bigger chunk of the merch, and they also want a bigger chunk of the game because they know it's all billions in net profits. But the main thing they're gonna try and get a bigger chunk of is the movie film profits. Because the movie's most likely number one in profits, most likely, or it might be the game. I don't know, or the merch. But I think the movie will most likely be the number one seller, or the game. I don't know, but the agents are really gonna try and get a bigger piece of the film profits, the 4K Blu-ray film profits. So on Amazon, they want a bigger chunk of that because they're greedy. I'm not going to overpay these actors. Have them do that. What I'm paying them is enough. They don't make this money. Sorry? They don't make that in Hollywood, yeah. They don't make that in Hollywood. So it'll be a scary movie to have out. Yeah, think something scarier than 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night's a pretty freaky movie, right? With Josh Hartnett. You guys don't know that movie? Yeah, 30 Days of Night. Yeah. Think of a scary movie than that. 30 Days of Night. I saw that on theaters back when I was in high school. That movie came out, what, 2007, I think? Yeah, when I was 15, I saw it on theaters. I was hooked. I love that movie. It's a good movie. 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett. Yeah, that was a good movie. A really good movie, yeah. Well, think something scary than that. You have vampires live on the islands. And we have to survive, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. I just can't picture the Hollywood actors begging. Nah, man. Every Hollywood actor will beg me to resign them because my company is better. I got them out of the Hollywood system. Don't forget that. The gatekeepers crazy Hollywood system. My company's better in Hollywood. I pay them more money than me in Hollywood. Dwayne Johnson doesn't make $400 in Hollywood. He makes like his 20, 30, 40 in Hollywood. He knows I can easily pay him more for the next movie. He'll beg too, man. Dwayne Johnson's big, man. Ivan, please, man, can I be in your Western Guys movie? I'm like, no, Dwayne, you're not good for the movie, man. Ivan, please, man, I don't want to go back to all, man. Like, your comic books out of water. You pay me way more. You signed me to a $400 million deal, $300 million of my American money. Like, you gave me my freedom. The freedom thing's not really a big deal. I do it for money, but like you gave me better perks. You pay more money, like, you know, that your company blows out of the water. I know. I had a blast training with you, all the crazy fans in the world tour. Like, please, I'm like, no, Dwayne, you're not good for the Western Canada movies. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be signing you. Even Will Smith will beg too, man. Will Smith is big, man. Yeah. Why, please, man, I mean, next week. I'm like, no, Will, you're not good next week, okay? Yeah, it's crazy. They're all begging, man. It's crazy. They were saying they don't want to be left behind, man. They don't want to go back to Hollywood, even though Hollywood will pay them a lot of money. Their movies are a side attention, and my company's better than Hollywood. I can pay them more. I offer much better perks. It's a high-end company, like Incredibles, man. Like, partying up at a one-millionaire house is a fucking nice perk, man. Doing table reads in the yacht's nice perk. Hollywood, they don't do table reads in the yacht. I offer better perks. Table reads in my yacht, table reads in my house. Partying up my $1 million house, my $100 million yacht, flying on my private jet. Doing table reads in my nice luxury office. The world tour, flying on the jet. Getting paid their $5 million for speaking. All the parties, staying in luxury suites and everything, limo services, they're gonna beg, man. I know it was on the water. The crazy fans, the trending thing on X. They're trending now with me on X, and the whole world's really getting they filmed how the world are saved. They're gonna beg, man. Maybe just kind of goes out of the water. And they're going to beg. Yeah, man. Yeah. So have you heard rumors? Yeah, I heard rumors that Dwayne Johnson, he comes late to work and all that stuff. I know he's a hard worker. Dwayne Johnson works really hard, as he does like a lot of movies every year. He's a hard worker, but I heard he takes advantage of the schedule and he comes late. For my movie doing, you can't be showing up late, man. You gotta be on time all the time. I'm paying you $400. I'm the boss over here. Listen to me, Dwayne. If you keep showing up late, I'm gonna what? I'm gonna fire you, and you're missing out on your $400 million. I'm gonna have someone else be on the. I'll have Will Smith be in the movie. You have to be on time. I know. Yeah, that's why I want him exclusively working for the Him Out movie, not Hollywood. That way he's focused. You don't have to worry about him being late and all that stuff, right? You have to be on time when it's time to shoot. Dwayne, you can't be late, right? Yeah. I'm paying you more money for what you're making Hollywood. You gotta listen to me, Dwayne. You can't be late. You have to be on time. Otherwise, I'm gonna fire you. You don't get your check, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because part of the deal is if an actor gets fired, they no longer get their royalty check. They get what I paid them so far, and that's it. They don't get the royalty check if I fire them, right? That's part of the contract. That's why you have to be on time doing. And he will. I'll be on time. Yeah, he'll work harder for me than he does in Hollywood because I paid him more money, gave him better perks. My company's better in Hollywood, obviously. I saved his ass too. He's saved. He's not left behind doing some Sarah. Yeah. Will you actually rent a real island? Yes, I will. For the Him Out, I'm actually going to rent a real island, or you can just build a huge artificial island. Have them build like a 10-acre island, artificial island. That's easier, obviously. Or you can actually film in a real island. But if you film in a real island, the actors have to sleep in the island. Like, it's just more complicated. You have to like ship all the trailers there. It's just more work. I don't know. I might just build an artificial like fake island. That's easier. But build a big one, like a 10-acre island. I know, like a 8-acre island. When you apply the visuals, it looks amazing, obviously. Artificial trees and everything, yeah. We'll see what happens. I don't know for the Him Out movie, right? Well, it's just who you choose, Dwayne or Will. Somebody else I want to go for Will Smith. I might choose Will over Dwayne. I don't know. I might go for Will Smith over Dwayne, or I might choose Dwayne. I don't know. They're both really good actors. Yeah. But Will Smith will be old. He'll be like in this like 70s, like I don't know, 76, 78. He'll be older. Will. Well, Dwayne is younger than Will. Dwayne will be like pushing 70, 69, 68, 70 years old. While you have out movie, Will Smith will be like pushing 80, like 78 years old. But he's still good for the movie, obviously. But if I told you, if Will's aging as agree, I'm not paying Will more money. That's enough for Will Smith. I'm not gonna have him do that, man. You might be pissed off. Yeah, well, I know you may be the main event, Hall, but in my movie, you're not the main event, right? Like, stop thinking that you're the main event when you're in my movie. You're not. Like, you're gonna build a lot of buzz, man, when we better, but you're not the main event, Will. Because Will's cocky and he's greedy. He's a greedy pig. He might think he deserves like $200, $250. I'm like, no, Will, you're not worth that, man. You get your 140. That's enough. Ivan, it's nothing, man. You're making your tens of millions, and you're giving me the peanuts. I'm like, Will, even though I'm giving you the peanuts, this is more than what you make in Hollywood. You don't make this in Hollywood, Will. I'm not going to overpay you and have you do me. And if he's angry, I'm like, Will, if you're angry, you can go back to the houses and make your $30 million, $20 million and be a dirty sale on my offer. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, you have a good deal. You don't make this in Hollywood, Will. It's a deal, Ivan. Sign me up. Fuck, man. Yeah, this is more not money. Yeah, I'm just being greedy. Yeah, Will, you're being greedy. Stop. You signed up $200 million deal. So it's a massive country, Will. You're just greedy. Which is $150 million your American money. You don't make $150 million in Hollywood, Will. You make your like 12, 20, yeah. 25, 30. Like, this is more than we make in Hollywood, yeah. Walking away with, I don't know, $80, $85 million in your bank after taxes. $150 million is like $90 million. Is like $86 million after taxes. Will's agent takes 10% of that. He's walking away, yeah, about $80 million in his bank. Well, $80 million richer. That's a lot of money. He doesn't make that in Hollywood, Will. Yeah. $80 million in your bank after tax, a lot of money for Will Smith. So, Sarah. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's not the billions you're making. Yes, well, we're making way more than you, VJ, because we're bigger than you. We're God. We're much bigger than you. All you Hollywood actors are small compared to us. That's why we're making way more than you guys. If you don't like it, guys, you can go back to Hollywood and be like, yeah, my offer, it's a deal. Yeah, you have a good deal. Yeah. Ivan, what about $1 million for Dwayne Johnson for the promos? I'm like, no. Dwayne Johnson gets, I pay him $500K. It's $500K for the magazine shoots and the promo. That's a lot of money for Dwayne. That's enough. Ivan, what about $1 million? I'm like, no, man. You guys are getting greedy, man. I'm not paying Dwayne Johnson $1 million of the promos. He gets $500K. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Ivan, you're paying us all these millions and you're giving us our freedom. Yes, guys, you get your freedom. Thank you, Ivan. It might tear up. You're a good man, Ivan. Yeah, in Hollywood, they have to do it to make their money. You only have to do it. The gatekeeper still gave them a good deal, right? Yeah, you're a sellout, and we own you, and we own your career, but you get to be famous and rich, obviously. So they gave him a pretty good deal. But for my part, we don't have to do anything. I'm clean. You get your freedom with me and BJ, obviously. Pay you all that money, you get the movie star with me, and you get your freedom. That's one small reason why they're begging to do, because they know my company's clean, and Hollywood's a bit dirty, obviously. You have to do it to make your money, man, in Hollywood. Yeah. There's a reason why if I sell out, I'm a dirty slave in Hollywood. because I'm under the gatekeeper's power control. I'm in, and they own. Yeah, if you sell Ivan, the gatekeepers now own you and VJ. They own your life and they own your career. And because they own your career, they can guard the doors in your career. You're under their power control, and they're gonna dupe your VJ Ivan. That's why I gotta give you the keys of what the gates will do. You can get your free with VJ. Your financial control. You own your Zane's brand. You get to make your billions off your book and start that film suite with VJ Skiv Entertainment and control the money for the movie, merchant, game. It's all yours. You and VJ's. Gates don't touch it. I didn't sell to them. That's why I gotta give you the keys. I know the gates don't dupe you. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, some of the Hollywood actors cry when they beg. Yeah, some of them might even cry because they now realize, yeah, Ivan set the whole thing up. Even though we made him and VJ pay a price, now we're paying a price. We're left behind and banned from this glory. They just experienced international fame with me and VJ for the movie. Like me and VJ's fame is not like these Hollywood actors. Nah, man, it's the whole world going crazy. It's crazy, man. Like you have the whole city cheering us on. It's crazy. That's why they don't want to feel abandoned by God, and they don't want to go back to Hollywood, even though they're famous and they're making more money. Their careers are a side tension. Ivan and VJ's movies is the main event all the time, man. And the whole world's mainly buzzing about that. Their movies are a side tension. That's why they're begging hard. And even guys like Dwayne Johnson will they're going to beg too. Those guys are big, man, and powerful. Keanu Reeves will beg, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson. Those are powerful actors. They're going to beg too. Because they had that was the best. That was the highlight of their career. Yeah, my best highlight, the highlight of my career was working for Skiv SOURCE in an IMG movie. I enjoyed that. I had way more fun working in IMG than I did fucking Hollywood. So I didn't pay more money, gave me better perks, and I experienced that fame, the trends, all the crazy fans coming up to us on the streets, interviewing us. Because the fans are going to interview the actors and me and VJ and all stuff down the streets, but it's people with phones. And wherever they go, people are taking reels and pictures and they're trending with me and VJ. It's crazy, man. That's why they fall on top of the world. That's why they're going to beg. They don't want to go back to Hollywood. They're going to be left behind. They're not saved. And their careers are the side tension. Their movies are all the side tension. Me and VJ's movies have been an event. That's how it works, right? That's why VJ made that Baron Me song, because me and VJ are going to be boss. The world's begging because now they feel the price of being left behind. And all the Hollywood actors are going to beg VJ to resign them. And all the Hollywood actors are going to narrow with the Zayn stars begging them for work. I told you, none of the Zayn stars are going to give word. None of the Gray Escape stars are going to give word. None of the Very Unique stars are going to give word. None of the Hidden Vampire High movie are going to give word. The actors for that movie. The Western Guys movie, none of those actors are going to give word because in Hollywood they're all selfish. They're selfish people. Yeah. Yeah. In Hollywood they're all selfish. Yeah. Alright, there's no way Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver and Oscar are going to beg John Mayer. Yeah, they will, man. They're going to beg him. When they're going to tell John, I know you think I'm joking around. I'm not playing the games. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding around here, John, man. I need your help, man. Can you please give the bosses a good word for us, man? Please. Word with the guy said, Will, he doesn't give word. I'm not giving you word. If I ask you for word, you wouldn't give me word. I'm not giving you word. No, he's not giving word. He's selfish. Yeah. It's crazy, man, the networking in Hollywood. All going to network with the Zayn stars. It's crazy. The Gray Escape stars, all would actually network with them too. It's crazy. But Keanu Reeves and all of them are not going to give word either. They're all selfish in Hollywood. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going to give Ivan and VJ a good word for you, man. They don't give word. Because they're selfish. They know those actors wouldn't give word either. Because in Hollywood, they're all selfish. All they care about is their own careers. And Hollywood's a very competitive... The entertainment industry is a very competitive business, right? A lot of these actors, they work really hard, to get to where they are in Hollywood. Hence why they don't give word. Because they work their ass off just to be successful, just to get to where they are. That's why nobody gives word, because they're selfish. I'm pretty sure sometimes some Hollywood actors might give word here and there as a producer, but I highly doubt it, man. Hollywood, they're all selfish. They're all for themselves. I'm not like that, man. If I was in Hollywood and I was successful, I'll gladly give word. But these Hollywood actors are going to be desperately begging the Zane stars for word, man. When they go to events in Hollywood, yeah, those will be crazy. Or about all the Hollywood actors for Zane, it's like, holy shit, this is crazy, man. All the Hollywood actors are never with us. Yeah, it's crazy. Because all the agents and managers are going to tell the Hollywood actors, yeah, Ivan and VJ started their big Scotch Entertainment company. If what Ivan said in his video is true, he's paying you. He's wanting to pay you way more than what made in Hollywood and give you better perks, bigger budget movies in Hollywood, and then that experience, that fame. Yeah, this is your ticket out of the Hollywood system, guys. They're gonna tell the Hollywood actors that this is your ticket out. When it's competitive, right? You have thousands of actors in Hollywood competing for the jobs. Yeah, your chances of being a movie's not high, man. That's why they network that way. They strengthen the chances of being my movie, but the Zane stars not gonna do it. They're selfish. Yeah, even the directors will be networking with my directors. When Peter Jackson goes to events in Hollywood, all James Cameron, Denis Villeneuve, and all them are going to be networking with Peter too. Yeah, Peter, man, please give Ivan and VJ good work for us, man. Please, man, I want out of the halls. Listen, man, you're fucking lucky, Peter. Ivan can easily pay you more. He gives you much bigger budgets than Hollywood can give us. Yeah, James Cameron's going to envy Peter Jackson because Hollywood only gave James Cameron maybe $300 million for Avatar, and I gave Peter a $3 billion budget. $1 billion per volume towards each of the movies. Man, fuck Peter, you're lucky, man. I even gave you that budget, man. I wish I can have that budget for my Avatar movies. Yeah, James Cameron might tell Peter that if he knows them in Hollywood when Peter goes to events in Hollywood. Yeah. So I'm sorry, yeah, man. Yeah. Avatar was made for like $300 million in the world. They probably put a good maybe $80 million around there towards Avatar 1. The world looked amazing. Well, I'm putting $600 million towards my Zanus world, my battle scenes in the horror demons and badge. Looking at something on revenue technology, man. A beautiful world that will blow James Cameron's Avatar out of the water. Unheard of battle scenes that will blow the Helm's Deep battle out of the water. And unheard of horror that will make all these creatures and all these scary movies look PG, man. Looking at real demonic beings, devils, and demons. That's why Zan's will be a masterpiece. It's an amazing movie. Yeah. 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 The actors also get featured on magazines with me and BJ. The magazine shoot with me and BJ and the commercials. They get paid for it too, which is good, obviously. They make a lot of money off that. And my magazines will be like Vogue. The business ones will be like Vogue. And the character ones will be like Empire, like I showed you guys, right? Yeah, you're looking at magazines like that. And you have this like promo, this like 30, 40 page promo on Sky Shows News. They interview me, VJ, Peter, or Mel Gibson, all the actors, the 17 and all in the first year, second year and third year with the actors and all them. Yeah, and it's featured. Sky Shows Entertainment News and all the magazine pictures are featured. It's been top notch. Yeah. Yeah, I had a blast being featured on your magazine shoots, man. I know it's like Vogue, man. It's really fucking cool. All of the major stars get to be featured with me and VJ with the director for the magazine promo shoots for Zanus and also for the greatest. Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson. You know what I'm saying? Brie Larson, Jarvis, they were featured with me on the shoots for the movies. It's really fucking cool. Yeah. Oh, and I had a blast being featured on your magazine shoot, man. I know you're probably both over. I know both over. Why looking at an amazing shoot, man, like Vogue. It's fucking nice. That's why VJ cries. I want to feature the magazine with Ivan. I want to be on the commercial with him. Yeah, she's crazy, VJ. Crazy woman, yeah. 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 Almost done here, guys. Yeah. I will be the best movie out of your five movies. Zane's is number one. No, none of the movies will top my Zane's movie. Second, I'm probably going to go with The Great Escape. But the Western Gangs movie might be better than The Great Escape. You're looking at an amazing movie for that too, with Shia LaBeouf and Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I'm saying? Brad Pitt, perhaps you can have me in that movie. We can have a sick movie for that. But I think The Great Escape will be the second best movie out of my five. But Zane's will be hands on number one, and then second probably The Great Escape, or maybe the Hidden Valley movie might be better than The Great Escape. I highly doubt though. That's a survival movie. The Great Escape will be the better movie than the Hidden Valley movie. The Hidden Valley will be all the movies will be amazing. Their Unique will be a sick movie too. That's drama with me and Vija's relationship. That's a sick movie too. Like Their Unique will be just drama. It's hardcore drama. It's not an action movie, but it's drama, hardcore drama with me and Vija's relationship. Our best friends and are envious of our relationship and they betray us. Symbolism of me and Vija's life, obviously. And The Great Escape also has symbolism to me and Vija's life, as once I pay the fee, I escape from the gatekeepers, their crazy empire. Obviously, I run and I escape from the gatekeepers' Hollywood system. Yeah, I don't bow to them, and you know what I'm saying. And I take Vijay and I run away. I escape from the gatekeepers' crazy empire that they own. Right. That's the symbols of The Great Escape. Yeah. Yeah. Because Ivan, right now you're all relaxing, calm, but once you find out how wicked they really are, I don't know, like the mafia and you know what I'm saying, how dirty they really are. All I'm thinking about is just paying the fee, getting it over with, and taking my money, their wife, and running the fuck away. That's all I'm thinking about when I pay the fee. And I get over with, and I take my money, I take my wife, and I run, man. VJ runs the fuck away with me, man. Once because VJ's gonna find out how wicked you guys really are too, right? When they sit me upstairs, yeah. It was something very dirty, obviously. And VJ will find out how rich her family is. She's gonna find out how rich my family is. Yeah, Serene will tell VJ, yeah, VJ, I'm the gatekeeper. I own Hollywood. You own Hollywood? That means you could have opened the door for me. Yeah, VJ, I locked the doors on you. VJ's gonna figure everything out, and she'll get into an argument with her sister and her mother, obviously, most likely, and hence why it wants to pay the fee. Victoria Justice is running away with me. She takes her things and she runs the fuck away with me. I take my money, I take my wife, and I run. I run the fuck away with VJ. You guys are fucking crazy psychopaths, man. You're messing up me, man. You're fucking crazy people. Yeah. So I mean, it's so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. I find out how dirty the gatekeepers they are. Once I make my money, all I'm thinking about is just taking Victoria Justice and running the fuck away with VJ, man. I run away with VJ. I run the fuck away. Yeah, I escape from the gatekeepers' crazy empire in Hollywood, right? I run. Yeah. I run away with VJ. Yeah, man, I run, man. I take my wife, I take my wife, and I run the fuck away with VJ. Yeah. Why will VJ run away with you? Because VJ will find out how wicked you guys really are. She'll find out her family are the gatekeepers. She also, VJ's mother and her sister, all members of her family, they also want a piece of Ivan too. And her friends are going to turn on her. Yeah, you think you can have Ivan like yourself, VJ? You should share with us and all stuff. Everyone turns on VJ, hence why once I pay the fee, She just takes her things and she runs away with me, opposite Victoria Justice, because you guys are fucking crazy people. She takes her things and she runs away with me, VJ. Yeah. I take my money, I take my wife, and I run. I run to Vancouver, I saw some entertainment, I'm just hanging out with VJ, I run the fuck away. With the Gatekeepers Hollywood system, obviously, they're a crazy empire that they own, right? Yeah, that's what God gave you the keys, Ivan, not where you can escape from the Gatekeepers Hollywood system. Otherwise, you would have been Hollywood as you would have been dirty slaves under the Gatekeepers. Because if you sell the Gatekeepers, Ivan, they also own your life. They own your life. They own your career. They own you, man. That's why I came with the keys. That way, I'm not under the Gatekeepers' power control. I can get my freedom with VJ and get out fresh myself, and I can make my billions. I can run away with VJ. I escape with the Gatekeepers' crazy Hollywood systems. I'm saying, yeah, I escape. Yeah. I escape, yeah. Hence the Great Escape, right? Yeah. Zanus, the Great Escape, there is a little bit of symbolism to maybe just life. Was a hidden vampire movie, and the Western Guys movie, there's no symbolism to that to my life. But the first two movies, there's some symbolism to maybe just life, obviously. They're unique, the Great Escape, and the hidden Zanus. Yeah, Zanus, you have the prince from the north going to war with the king and prince of the south. Symbolism of me, God from the heavens, going to war with the gods of the earth, the gods of the mice in the world. You have the God from the heavens who created the universe, who goes to war with the gods of the mice in the world, who own the magic in the world. Yeah, that's the symbolism to Zanus, obviously. You have a clash of kings, right? In Zanus. And there's also a deeper plot behind it, but I don't want to tell you guys this without spoiling it, right? Because Zanus is pretty much it's a story about a clash of kings, but there's a deeper plot behind all that. But I don't want to tell you the deepness of the plot, otherwise I'm going to spoil the story for you. You'll find what I mean when you read my book, when you read volume 3. That's why I wrote a masterpiece. As my stepmother told me, Zanus is number 1 for a reason, right? It means it's better than all the Hollow IPs. As you guys read, right? It's a masterpiece. My book. Yeah, I mean, your book's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. My book is sick, man. More popular than Harry Potter, man. Harry Potter's popular. They know that, yeah, Ivan's book, Zanus, will beat out our Harry Potter. Yeah, it'll beat out J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. It'll be more popular than Harry Potter, and it'll be a public embarrassment in the industry when the world reads it. Zanus is the greatest story ever told. The masterpiece, man. As you guys read, right? When I showed you symbols in my book a couple months ago, right? Yeah. 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 That's why the gatekeepers are desperate. Yeah, they know because I wrote the Zanus book. They own everything in the world, but because I wrote the Zanus book, Ivan wrote his Zanus masterpiece. He owns the rights to that. He has the keys. Doesn't have to sell to us. That's billions for him. That's why they're willing to go to the desperate measures to even trap me with death or sharing. But even then, I say no. I'm not selling to you. If I sell out, you're going to destroy my life. And it's a trap. I'm not an idiot. That's why they're willing to go into desperate measures, because they don't want me and BJ making that kind of money, man. I don't want Ivan having all that power control and making his billions off his book and starting that pharmaceutical parent mahalo companies and making his tens of billions off that. They're envious and they're greedy psychopaths. But I came with the keys, how I can make that money in the case someone do me. Yeah. Ivan, that book that you wrote, That Money Belongs to Us, I'm like, no, it doesn't. You're getting right. Ivan, this is our house. Everything in this world should be under our power control. Yes, everything in the world should be under your power control except for my brand. You're not God. You didn't create this place. You don't deserve to control my money. You know it. You won't let me touch your money. You're expecting me to give my money to you. Are you crazy, man? You locked the doors on me. You kept me poor for 40 years and you hid your wealth. You're just evil. You think I'm going to let you take my money? You're crazy. These billions are supposed to be just not for you. You're just a greedy psychopath, man. And they're all pissed off. Yeah, like, fuck, man. Ivan has the keys. We can't guard the door. Yeah, you can't guard the door, my Zane's man. Like you do BJ, right? You dupe VJ, you're not going to dupe me. I'm not an idiot. You're going to dupe me too if I sell. I'm not an idiot, man. You have your envy. You're doubling envy. I have the keys. I want to sell you. These billions are for me and VJ. It's not for you, man. It's for me and VJ. It's not for you. These billions are for me and VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching my money. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're greedy psychopaths. Yeah, man, like, I don't know, 400 something $1 trillion in the world goes to you. You control that. You take a good, maybe, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80 trillion of that, and you're making a big fuss over making, I don't know, 20 billion off my book, 23 billion off my book. Man, you're fucking greedy, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, because I don't want you having that power. I don't want you being that rich, Ivan. I'm envious. I don't want you being that rich, Ivan. I'm envious, man. I can't stand the fact that you being small. I want to be with VJ being that rich, Ivan. I want you to be under us, making your, I don't know, your $5 million for your movies, and you're under us, and we take all your money and you share with the guards and the justice. Yeah, they're envious. That's why I came with the keys, with the case of dupe me. They're gonna dupe you, Ivan, if you sell, man. They dupe VJ, they're gonna dupe you too, and they're gonna destroy your life. You're gonna be sharing with the garbage or justice. You're getting rotten, eggy, stinky tuna fish sex with VJ. And she's crying your arms around because she sees how you're fucking everyone around the world. All these trash people around the world forever, man. They're gonna destroy your life, Ivan. They're gonna steal your money. The world's safe, they get their full cake. You don't get long beauty. You don't stay young forever. You don't get those perks, Ivan, if you sell. It's a trap, Ivan. That's why do not let the families dupe you. Do not let the family in the world dupe you, Ivan. God gave you the keys to wait on sell the gatekeepers. That's why Skiv SOURCE will haul out of the water. And Zane's will be the best fact novel written. You'll see what movie you read it. The best movie ever made. Once I adapted. It was this difference video is out where I'm signing please. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. And go to the store, get my parents. Also enjoy the show with you guys. And stay tuned for my doubleheader later on in the afternoon. This is out where I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Peace out. Don't hate me, son. Peace, guys.